There's beauty in traveling down the road less travel because you pick up resilience. There's beauty in traveling down a road less travel because you pick up character development. You have a more clear view on your goals. You have more patience. You pick up stamina and all these beautiful things. There's beauty in traveling down a road less travel. I say resilience because it's not easy. You see so many things going on around you. We live in a time in an era of instant gratification, and I'm not gonna say era because instant gratification been around forever, but it's more pronounced now that we live in a digital era. We live in an era of instant gratification times 1,000 now because we live in a digital era. We live in an era to where everybody wants that flash in the pan, that thing that's here now and it's hot in a minute, and those things are not sustainable, as we've seen time and time again. But the resilience that we pick up is because we fight off those temptations to go down that other road, to make that U-turn and go left instead of going right. The resilience is understanding that what you're fighting for and what you're choosing to follow is not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in 1 year. It's going to happen in 5 years. It's going to happen in 10 years. It's going to happen in 20 years. And because you waited so long to attain that, it's going to expand beyond you for another 40 years, another 50 years, another 100 years, because you waited so long for your time to come. There's resilience and there's beauty in attaining that resilience. Another thing that we pick up in traveling down this road less travel is character development. You hear no, you see failures, you see that the resources and the funds and everything that you have in comparison to people traveling, trying to attain that same goal, you see that when you're lacking those things, you begin to develop character. You begin to build yourself and work on yourself and do the inner work so that when that time comes, you're ready for it and that you're mature enough to handle what's to come with it. Another thing that comes with traveling down the road as travel is just you have a more clear, concise vision of your goals. You have a more clear, concise vision of the choices you make, because you are able to weigh out your options. You are able to weigh out the pros and the cons of those decisions that you make so that that thing can last for a long time. You build up stamina. Going back into the Nipsey Hussle marathon analogy, it's a marathon, not a sprint. We don't want something that's going to happen in a year. We don't want something that's going to happen in a week. We want something that's going to take 5 years to build. We want something that's going to take 10 years to build because we want it to be sustainable for our, children. We want it to be sustainable for our grandchildren. We want it to be something that they can, build upon and make greater. And because of that, it takes a lot of stamina. It takes a lot of training for you to continue down this marathon to reach those 26.2 miles. Look, I ran a marathon, and I'm going to tell y'all that I ran a marathon every week at this point, it seems like. Another thing that traveling out of road less travel is the beauty in learning patience. The beauty in learning that you may have your goal set on being a rapper and you're taking your sweet time to try to perfect that craft, and then somebody in your city makes a hot single and, they're hot. And you're like, damn, he just started rapping a week ago and I've been rapping for 5 years. Why them and not me? Understanding that that's not going to last a long time, but what you're building towards is going to be sustainable. Going back into the sustainability thing, that you're working for that longevity. You want it to be able to sustain generations within your family. So just having that patience, traveling down a road less travel really, really tests your patience a lot, because you see so many things going on around you and people attaining those goals that you have faster than what you are.